Hi, Dominic. How you doing? So let's take a look at your good example and your bad example. So in your bad example, you've written that they have all of this kind of crazy expectations. Bloomberg, and I'm not familiar with that, so I don't know that. I can't say this is highly obnoxious, um, but underneath it all, okay, is it bad typography? I mean, I'm seeing some bad typography, but not necessarily for the reasons that you're giving. Basically, and I'm seeing some pretty good things too. I'm seeing a three-column grid. That's good. There's no attention to the horizontal orientation, though. That's why you have this kind of text just kind of sitting up here. But a good solid three-column grid, so it's not going to be that difficult to read. Really bad rags right through here. Really, really terrible rags through there. It seems the typographic color is looking consistently dark because of the fact that these are kerned so tightly, the letters. So I agree. This is pretty bad. Then you have second example. I don't know what the second example is. I'm not real sure what this is referring to, the second example. So okay, so anyway, and then this piece right here, you have uses kerning and letting and tracking to create legible context zones. I'm just like, I'm really have been telling students I would much rather have you find an article, a magazine article where we can find a good example of typography so we can look at it in a traditional way, as typography is served objectionally to deliver information. So we could pick this apart 100 different ways, and we can also praise it 100 different ways for its typography, but it's not necessarily, it is a typographic piece, but it's not necessarily the type of typographic piece we want to use when looking at an example of good kerning, good letting, tracking, character count, rags, widows, orphans, etc. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'd like you to find a good example of a magazine article. I bet there's one right in that magazine of a good layout, good typographic layout, good typography using those attributes that I just mentioned. So if you could do that, that would be awesome. That would round out this discussion very nicely. Thanks, Dominique.